What's up, everyone? Welcome to Playback's November Town Hall. I'm Sam. I work on creator growth at Playback, as many of you know. Today, we're thrilled to make a couple announcements, show off new product features, and answer your questions. So without further ado, let's get started. First, quick call out before we get into it is we have uploaded our explainer video series on YouTube. So if you're new at Playback or want a quick refresh on features, make sure to check that out. Greer just actually dropped the link in the chat, so it's right there. Next, as most of you know, scheduling is live. Please make sure to schedule your watches directly through your room. Also, make sure to end your watch parties when you're done. Not only will your community be able to see it, but it eases the burden on the support team. If you have any questions how, you can watch the explainer video in the link that was just provided or in the Discord, or you can just ping one of us directly and we're happy to walk you through it. Finally, recordings. We're in the process of revamping the recordings feature. No announcement today, but expect an update in the Discord in the coming week or so. If you have any additional questions, feel free to ping me directly or Brandon or Greer in the Discord. Otherwise, without further ado, pass the mic to Greer and Brandon.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the November Town Hall. This is the community love portion of our town hall. And we're staying put with the changes that we made last month. So we want to continue to recognize and reward creators who are aligning with the suggestions that we've made in regard to like having success on the platform. So some of those ideas include like promoting your watch party, hosting with consistency, and making the best use of some of the new features like polls. And all of this month's winners, again, will be getting one of these Playback hats. So may the best creator and communities win. Brandon's going to present the first award.
Yeah, so let's see who wins one of those first snazzy Playback hats. Best use of new features is going to be our first award for this month. And the winner of the best use of new feature award for this month, which is use of the scheduling tool, is Ming Chen. Ming Chen is an MBA creator based in Taiwan. So scheduling, as you can imagine, probably not the easiest thing to do as far as time zones go. But Ming Chen makes sure to use the scheduling tool to schedule multiple events out in advance so that his community knows when they're going to meet to watch NBA games. So we've loved seeing all of you really start to use the scheduling tool a lot more and want to encourage you to use it and schedule those watch parties in far in advance as possible. So congrats to Ming Chen.
Next, we've got the best graphic, and the winner for this month is Drivers. Drivers is an F1 and NFT community, and they get us up bright and early on Saturday mornings to watch those F1 races. And remember, that there are several ways that you can win this award, including the room thumbnails and promoting your watch parties. So if you are promoting your watch parties on any, social platform, make sure to tag us or send it to us so that we see what you're doing, and also that you can be in consideration for this award next month.
The last community award for November is going to be the most active community, and the most active community, so hosting in October for this month, is going to be Blue Shirts Breakaway. Blue Shirts Breakaway is an NHL community that watches the New York Rangers together. They actually debuted in October, and it's been a lot of fun, seeing them watch Rangers games together over the month of October. And their room growth has been truly astounding. So shouts out to you, Blue Shirts Breakaway. Great job, and congrats to all of our hat winners this week.
All right, Sam, back to you.
Inspired by that, I decided to even put my Playback hat on. They're pretty cool hats. Thanks, Greer and Brandon. Before we move on, I wanted to announce we are only 5 communities away from having all 30 NBA teams covered. As always, we appreciate your referrals. If you refer a community, they join the Creator Partner Program and successfully hit a paid tier, you will get $200 from us. We're also kicking off a weekly NBA-centric Twitter Spaces beginning this Monday, November 7th, 4 days from today, at 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific. We want to co-host alongside you, our creators. If you're interested in participating, ping Greer in the Discord and we'll get you up there. And just to be clear, referrals do not need to be limited to just the NBA. We're looking forward to activating more NHL-based communities, college basketball, college football, soccer, golf, you name it, every sport. We want to activate all sports communities. All right. Without further ado, I'm going to get it to Kevin, who's going to take us through product updates.
All right. Thank you, Sam. So the big new thing in the platform recently has been scheduling, and we've seen most of our communities use this with great success. It's been a great way to promote your upcoming watch parties. Anyone who visits your room will see the schedule in between sessions, or even during an event, they can look up what's coming up next. We've seen this be a great retention tool and increase the number of people showing up every time you're hosting. And it also saves us a lot of effort when you're scheduling your streams in advance. It's super helpful on our end. And then the main update to look out for is right now scheduling supports a certain catalog of broadcasts that we've sort of loaded into the tool. But we can stream a lot of other types of broadcasts or different types of streams. And so we want to make the tool more flexible, where if there is something that isn't covered in our catalog, we'll allow you to enter it in, choose whatever network you want to stream, the time you want to start that stream, and you can drop it in there. And then our goal will be for any kind of event you want to host, even if you want one without a stream or add a stream later, you'll be able to do that using the scheduler. And then the follow-up to scheduling, which is the next big project that the team is already working on now, is about on-demand streaming. And that's the ability to start a stream immediately on your own, directly inside the product, either to go live kind of spontaneously whenever you feel like it, or if you are live already, to be able to change the channel and kind of host your own sort of red zone style session. And our plan is to roll that out initially with sort of a limited set of streams that will be available to start on demand, and over time add to that. Sam, do you want to tell us sort of what we're aiming to start using the on-demand features for?
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, Kevin. We're going to start limited testing around Thanksgiving with NBA League Pass nights. So those nights where there's anywhere from 8 to 12 to 13 different NBA games, we're going to be testing with select creators who want to run their own NBA League Pass red zone style broadcast, flipping around game to game. While we are planning to initially just run it with a select few communities, we are planning to expand that out to all creators slowly over the coming weeks, and of course expand the calendar of content that we're going to be offering it for.
Yep, that's right. We'll start with a limited set and we'll add content over time. I think we like to call it the clicker, or some of you have said, hand over the clicker to us. So we're working on doing that, and we're really excited to see how you'll use it. In the meantime, you can still sort of do this by messaging us on Discord whenever you want us to change the channel. So don't hesitate to do that. Really, we just want to make it easier for you by putting the controls directly into the product. Another follow-up to that is for YouTube specifically. We've seen a lot of our communities use YouTube in really creative ways in between game broadcasts throughout the week. So maybe you want to rewatch something like an old game or a set of highlights, or maybe you want to talk about news that came out from a certain player on your favorite team, and you've put together a playlist of highlights from that player. A lot of really cool creative uses of YouTube, and we similarly are going to plan to put that into the product, so you can basically drop in a YouTube playlist or an individual YouTube video, and that'll just start streaming immediately inside of your room. In the meantime, you can keep asking us to do this for you via Discord, But stay tuned. These on-demand features will start rolling out. We're targeting to have the first versions of this in the next month. Okay, Sam, I'll pass it back to you. I think we have some Q&A.
Yeah, now is the fun part where we get to grill Kevin. So we have some questions we collected from you guys in the Discord. If you have additional questions that aren't answered during this portion, feel free to throw them in the chat. And we'll try to get to them in real time. But let's get to it. Okay, from Eurostep, is using Playback for the Academy Awards possible?
Yes, if there's something else you want to stream, like I said earlier, if you don't see it in the schedule catalog, that doesn't mean we can't support it. So just ask us. It doesn't have to be sports. We watch other things too, even though we're obsessed with sports. So yeah, go for it and let us know how it goes.
Yeah, definitely. We're all going to get together and watch the CMAs next Wednesday. This from Blue Shirts Breakaway. If a user doesn't have stream access, can they listen to our commentary over a blank screen?
Yep. As soon as your stream preview expires, if you don't have a TV subscription, you'll still get access to all the other functionality within the room.
Awesome. From Bruins Gang, can I log in with my college account for providers like Xfinity?
Yeah, you should be able to. But if there's ever a TV subscription that our system isn't picking up for you or any of the folks in your room, just hit that help chat button and somebody from our team will be on live chat support and can troubleshoot your connection. And if there's an issue we can't resolve, we have sort of ways to help you out. So don't worry about that.
Awesome. From Rip Pack City, is it possible to custom organize the room tiles on my homepage?
Not yet, but I think this is a great question to be able to have more control over your homepage, especially now that people are joining more and more communities. I think will be really important. This is a feature request of mine as well. So I think this is something that we should consider adding in the future.
From Our Daily Bears, sometimes we can be at least 1 full minute behind the actual broadcast. Is that something you guys are continuing to work on?
Yeah, I should say that our the streams will be basically the same as what you would expect from sort of the top class streams that you might see on, say, YouTube TV, which are typically around 30 seconds or maybe up to a minute behind live. So we'll be right in step with that. If you notice that there's ever more than a minute of lag, check in with us because it's possible something might have gone wrong that we can correct. Should be pretty uncommon, but if you see that, let us know.
Makes sense. All right. From Garage Guys, will we be able to make revolving playlists to make our channel more like a TV channel?
This is a really cool question, and I enjoyed chatting with the Garage Guys about this. I think our longer term vision is that your playback room should be somewhere your community goes to hang out any day of the week, whether you're there or not, and the ability to have sort of a catalog of content that you've set up to be streaming or even allow your community to start a stream is something we would like to enable. For now, we're still focused on events. So if there is something you would like to stream, even if you want streams going every day, go ahead and schedule those as events. But if you have other ideas about what you'd like to do as evergreen content in your room, please let us know because we're interested in that use case.
Awesome. From Rangers Cord, when will creators be able to stream from their PCs? Also, can there be an overlay during stream for when the game's at commercial or in between quarters or halftime?
Yeah, this is a theme we're actually planning to work on over the next month or two, which is to give you more control over what's showing up on the screen. We know that right now we prioritize what you're streaming, but during halftime or the pregame show or commercials, that might not be what you want taking up the entire stream screen, sorry. So we're going to be working on screen sharing, and we know that'll just give you the flexibility to show a box score or your betting results or your fantasy league or anything that you want on the screen. And then also we're going to be adding the ability to just kind of minimize the screen so that the video chat will take over the entire screen. So those will be sort of the first things we do in that category. We're not working on overlays yet, but I think that would be a really cool category for us to invest in, is more production tools and branding tools and overlays or different content that you can show on the screen. So yeah, really love that idea.
Awesome. All right. That's really cool. Let's see. We have one question in the chat right now. So I'm going to ask that to you, Kevin, from Ming Chen. Can the audience donate in the future?
Great question. Monetization is definitely the most important thing for us long term. Ultimately, to help you build a media brand, you need to be able to make money, and we definitely have a lot of ideas about helping you do that. Ultimately, we think you are putting on an experience for your community. You're not just creating content, but you're hosting social experiences, and we've seen that the fans in these experiences really value connecting with you and connecting with other members of your community. And we think that that will be very valuable, especially as we can continue to make that social experience better. In the meantime, we're focused on just kind of scaling up so that we can give you more control, to be able to stream anything you want. And then we're going to invest a little bit more in the social experience so that your audience will be more excited to be able to donate and pay for some of those experiences. And then you'll see us really lean in heavily to coming up with the monetization vision for Playback. So if you have ideas like this, like donation, I think is a really cool idea. Please let us know. And yeah, we'd love to hear your feedback here.
Yeah. Great idea. And excited for when we can get there. Before we end this, I want to just one last call out for questions. If anyone has any follow-ups. Okay. I'll take that as a sign we answered everything. As always, you can ping us in the Discord and we'll answer it there. And if we think it applies to a bunch of creators, we'll even put the question and answer kind of in a public channel so everyone can see it. I want to thank Greer, Brandon, and Kevin for all their hard work putting this together. Don't forget to schedule directly in your playback room. And when you're done, don't forget to end the stream. Excited about the things that are coming ahead. And as always, want to thank you guys, the creators, for making everything here happen and hosting great watch parties.